Hello dear readers and subscribers. Arguably one of the more popular formats of our YouTube channel are of course the top lists, in which we present the highest ranked artists according to the Artifacts algorithm, which measures cultural recognition through their machine learning and data-driven database model. You have created top lists on painting, sculpture, young painters, various groups of artists, but I have also taken note of which top list you would like to see. And as a result, in today's video, we turn our attention to India with the top 10 most important Indian contemporary artists today. Amar Kanwar, born in 1964 in New Delhi, where he still resides and works, employs film, sound, text, and multi-screen installations to explore how power, violence, and justice influence everyday life. Starting from first-hand research in regions marked by political conflict across India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar, he built slow, layered narratives that combine eyewitness testimony, archival documents, poetry, and lush images of landscape. Rina Kallat, born in 1973 in Delhi, living and working in Mumbai, where she builds a wide-ranging practice that moves between drawing, sculpture, photography, and video, finds a point of departure in the way political borders cut through land, communities, and ecosystems, an echo of the Indian partition that reshaped her own family history. Twisted electric cables that mimic barbed wire, bureaucratic rubber stamp imprints, and hybrid creatures spliced from species found on either side of a frontier all appear in her work. Rina Banerjee, born in 1963 in Kolkata, lives and works in Brooklyn and channels a life shaped by constant movement, India, the UK, and since childhood New York, into exuberant sculptures, drawings, and paintings. Everyday objects, colonial souvenirs, delicate textiles, shells, spices, Murano glass, and industrial fittings mingle in her installations, where they sprout into fantastical creatures or fragile architectures. By stitching together materials and myths from many geographies, Banerjee probes how migration, trade, climate disruption, and lingering colonial power shape ideas of home, femininity, and otherness. Jitish Kallat, born in 1974 in Mumbai, moves easily between painting, sculpture, photography, installation, and video to map the ties linking the personal, the urban, and the cosmic. Atoms, rainfall charts, ancient star maps, and everyday street signs can appear side by side in his work, which treats science, philosophy, history, and mathematics as a single interlaced vocabulary. Raqs Media Collective, formed in New Delhi by J.B. Bashi, Monica Noorala, and Shilpa Singh Gupta, moves between art, filmmaking, writing, curation, and research. Since the early 1990s, the trio has treated the studio, the street, the archive, and the screen as contiguous workspaces, pursuing what they call kinetic contemplation, a practice that asks audiences to pause and reconsider the things they normally rush past. Their installations, films, online projects, text, and public encounters braid together speculative philosophy, close readings of history, and a steady interrogation of how power inscribes itself onto objects, places, and above all, people. Now that we're halfway through our video, I briefly want to thank Squarespace for making it possible for us to continue to create these free videos. Squarespace came out on top in our independent survey for the best website builder for artists, and as a result, we have created a complete free tutorial and also a template for you to create your artist's website swiftly and professionally. I'll leave a link in the description below and in the pinned comment for more information. Now, back to the art. Nalini Malani, born in 1946 in Karachi, is widely acknowledged as a key pioneer of video art in India, yet her practice still begins with the most direct of gestures, drawing and painting. From these origins, she extends images into projected animation, film, and vast multi-screen shadow plays, where silhouettes, moving paintings, sound, and narrative spill across walls, ceilings, and floors. The result is an engulfing theater of light in which layered figures and voices refuse to stay still. Gauri Gill, born in 1970 in Chandigarh, lives and works in Delhi and has spent more than 25 years using photography to chronicle everyday life in India's rural and tribal communities. She approaches the camera as a tool for long-term listening. Her images focus on resilience, small acts of humor, resourcefulness, and quiet beauty that persist alongside struggles for land, education, and healthcare. Dayanita Singh, born in 1961 in New Delhi, is a photographer, bookmaker, and self-described museum maker who constantly rethinks how images can be organized and experienced. Beginning with hundreds of photographs shot over decades, she edits with extreme rigor, then arranges the surviving pictures into fluid sequences that can be reshuffled at will. This impulse has led to her signature mobile museums, modular structures built from hinged screens or stackable cubes that fold flat for travel, then open into pillars, room or table displays. Shilpa Gupta, born in 1976 in Mumbai, works at the meeting point of art and social inquiry. Trained as a sculptor, she now moves fluently across video, sound, text and interactive installation to ask how visible and invisible borders, think of nationality, religion or linguistic and psychological borders, shape everyday life. By transforming ordinary technologies such as audio loops, LED signs, metal detectors and automatic gates into disquieting metaphors, she exposes how power is internalized and how consensus is manufactured. Anish Kapoor, born in 1954 in Mumbai, has spent more than 4 decades reshaping how sculpture can occupy space, light, and perception. Kapoor moved to London in the mid-1970s. Early pigment-covered geometric shapes led to his breakthrough installation Void Field in 1989, which earned him a prize at the 44th Venice Biennale and a year later the Turner Prize. Since then he has extended his material vocabulary to wax, stainless steel, alabaster, silicone and inflated PVC. Yet the conceptual core, an investigation of negative space and the sublime, remains constant. Throughout his transformations, he tests metaphysical opposites, interior and exterior, presence and absence, the container and the contained. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Feel free to watch our video on the top 20 living painters today next. Support us on Patreon and please consider subscribing to stay posted for more contemporary art. Bye.